What are the effects of stress, Chris? Physiologically and psychologically as well.
Okay, so obviously in your body, stress is going to create a higher level of cortisol than you want, right?
Yeah.
It's going to cause, in some cases, it can cause an elevated heart rate. It can cause feelings of anxiety. It can cause hypertension, i.e. high blood pressure. What else are we thinking? It can cause, of course, it'll cause you to behave in a way to get away from that stress, which could be bad food habits, bad habits of any kind, nail biting,
other stuff,
or worse,
other stuff.
Nail biting or worse. Yeah,
or worse. Children, don't try this at home. Now, interesting because you mentioned the fight, flight, or freeze response, which of course we're under horrendous stress. Suddenly, you have a massive adrenaline dump, stress chemicals in the bloodstream to enable you to lift that car off your child or fight the saber-tooth tiger, whatever.
Yeah,
and it has a negative effect on the human body, but stress is actually worse. The trickling adrenaline, trickling cortisol, day to day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about adrenaline
in the system. It's the rust. And one of the bad effects is it can actually cause you to age prematurely if you subscribe to the...
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Come on, what's the term I'm looking for? I'm having a freaking seniors moment here. The...
French letter.
No, the summing theory of aging. The...
Yeah, no idea.
No, the ends of the genome and breaking down and
telomeres.
No, breaking down, oxidizing. The free radical theory.
Free radical. Oh.
Yeah, it causes too many free radicals in the oxidation system of the body with the peroxide causes all stuff. Anyway,
you can tell we're not doctors.
You can tell we're not stressed at all. So you said hypertension. Insomnia is another classic one.
Oh, for sure.
Because if you're stressed, and one of the reasons is worry. So many people are financially strapped. A buddy of mine the other day was telling me, Chris, this guy's in his late 50s like you. And he said that he is...
Thanks, Mike.
He's still $400K in debt.
Oh,
he owes $400,000 and he's like 58 years old. I'm thinking, buddy, like that's...
Yeah, that stresses me out just thinking about it.
I know, me too.
Oh, my goodness.
So if you are under that kind of financial stress, then worrying kicks in, and then your sleep gets
Do you think you might lie in bed and ruminate over all these things that might happen?
Could you clarify ruminate for our listeners and viewers, Chris?
Think of it as running a tape loop. You've got something on your mind and you keep just replaying it over and over and worrying about it.
Not quite there.
Okay.
Rumination
that's
comes
my
from
definition.
Ruminants, which are animals like cows, which have
of course. So
they're regurgitating and chewing stuff.
That's the same
thing. Yeah, but you're not vomiting up the words and the worries and everything and chewing them physically. He's talking about ruminating though, like thinking about things endlessly.
Yes.
Okay.
I was right.
Bracket that with the bell. If that whole section is bracketed by the bell, we'll edit it out.
Oh, that's it. Now, okay, no more
digestive complaints. What do people get? Upset stomachs. Stress will upset the stomach. I remember when I was 15, Chris, 63 years ago. No. 53.
Yeah.
That's better. All of a sudden, I got 10 more years of life. I didn't even realize it. Me and Andy Rock and Brian McDowell put a pop bottle, actually Andy did it, on a train track, CP rail, to try to film with a Bell & Howell 8mm camera, a train crashing into it. He was going to film it at high speed and have a slow motion film of a train hitting a pop bottle. The train went by the other track. So he moved it. This happened several times. So then he built, it amounted to a freaking wall. He put angle irons and foundation bricks on. He could have derailed the freaking train. Just then I see two men in raincoats coming over towards us, Mr. Faulkner and Mr. Barr, who were CP Railway Police. We were arrested. Me and Andy Rock did the whole thing. I'm saying it was him, the guy with the Apollo 8 astronauts could see them in the turkey sandwich. He said something to the effect of, he was just trying to film it. And they said, you could have derailed the train. We went to court, but I was 15. So was Andy. So we went to juvenile court. We had a lawyer, even though it's frowned upon there. And the judge threw it out. He said it was just a stupid thing. Brian was 16. He had to go to adult court. He had less to do with it than either of us. His dad was an ex-cop. And they said, how would you like it if you derail that train and your parents were on it?
Oh, my goodness.
He was just inside the fence. $100 fine or 10 days in jail. I'm not kidding. That's literally what it was. I had to come home. So I buzzed the door in the apartment. My dad goes, hello. I said, hi, Dad, let me in. So he's joking around. How do I know it's really you? I'm there with two cops.
Oh.
We get to the door and there's two men in trench coats. My dad, yes. Eyes open, smiling. And they hold the police badge. We need to talk to you about your son. My dad just went like this. His hand just went on his stomach. The stress instantly went to his stomach. He wound up developing ulcers, but not because of that. Stress will screw up your digestion.
Wow. There
It
you
will.
go.
And one of the ways is people overeat.
Well, people say I'm sick to my stomach,
I know,
right?
I know.
If you get really stressed out over something,
Well, yeah, that's what the word disgust comes from. Dis as in disgorge, gust as in gustatory. The
Gustatory.
stomach. So there's a degree of vomitus to it. Now listen, another one with stress. Do you ever get this? Probably not, because you're a pretty laid back guy. Jumpiness when you're stressed. I have been so stressed when I was doing 1 million hypnosis shows a week. I can say that without hyperbole at all. And
I'm
somebody
yawning
would come in
now.
a room and I just I jump. I'd be so freaking on edge.
No, not jumpy. I don't get jumpiness. Listen, the dog is
I don't
trying to.
anymore.
The dog is trying to get. You want to come up? No. Here. Yeah. Okay. You're making an appearance
Just
on the
don't put your
podcast.
foot near him. He
There
turns
we
into
go.
a pit bull.
All right. So
turns
there's
into a band
Ollie.
dog.
Ollie's
Hello,
going to
Stinky
join us for the
Winky.
podcast.
Yes,
here
he
for a little
loves his Uncle
He's
Mike.
a good boy.
So jumpiness, yeah. I know the one you get. You get the freaking irritability. You become
absolutely.
This easygoing Enneagram 9.
I get
the nicest guy I
extremely
know.
irritable when
He
I'm stressed
becomes
out.
a first-class professional bastard, irritable, pissed off with me about everything. And of course, it doesn't work because it just pushes me into further levity. And
makes it
because I'm at
worse.
an age where I just don't care. Nothing. What's going to make me stand in the
You've
corner?
got your
He's a
superpower.
CEO, but yeah.
Your superpower
It's
is
not
not caring. Yeah, I swear to God, that's true.
I'm using it right now.
Yeah.